David Booth Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Kansas Jayhawks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe already putting her to work with some injury news. Holly?
Hey guys, the Kansas head coach told me before the game they have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays, so they are expecting to be able to really count on him here today in this big game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he looks starting out the first quarter. Back to you.
Holly, keep an eye on that one for us. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Oklahoma's offense will come out first. And coming out to lead this offense is Bo Bentley. A rough day last time out. 3 interceptions matched with 3 sacks. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick completion to the right. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
A strike downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. They'll ride the hot hand. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Sooners have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back looking for help.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out and get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
The Jayhawks offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge.
And this matchup is going to be so much fun to watch because this defense, they're really, really good.
He's loose. He's at the 50. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Jayhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throws it off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Hand it to the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Still looking to his right. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. 2nd and long here. Handoff from the shotgun.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the 1st down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Bentley. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Still on his feet at the 45. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! And the extra point makes it 14-3. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Maddox. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. And the Jayhawks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Might as well run him again. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Takes it from the gun on third down. Spins away from the defense. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Jayhawks headed quickly to the line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Jayhawks will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
To the air, it's Bentley. Unloads to the wideout. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. You think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Way off target there. Long way to go on second down. Looking for running room. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds a tight end. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. From the gun, running back on the move. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking to throw, it's Bentley. Out wide right, it's Freeman. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Zings it complete to the right. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The Sooners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Quickly to the tight end. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Under pressure, and down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Drops back on first down. Right side, it's Sims. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And the Sooners will line up to kick off and start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Maddox. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Wants to throw on first. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The snap sets up to throw. Makes the catch. It's Warren. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Jayhawks will hustle to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Out wide left, it's Coffee. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Got his man on the right. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Looking to throw for it. Got his man. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was...
A shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's past the marker. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fat.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
The Sooners back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Makes the grab over the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in.
Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Sooners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They take the lead with the 6. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Kansas offense returns to the field. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And the Jayhawks line up to punt it away.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run and get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Moving the pocket, it's Bentley. Finds his tight end. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of the...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. And the extra point is good. From deep, it's Maddox. And the returner will be dragged down. The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Short pass. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short. The bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Selling the fake. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. The Jayhawks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Fresh center downs going to the air. Hit as he throws. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
2nd down, going to throw it. Throws quickly. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Jayhawks want to move quickly. Wants to throw again. Look out. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Buying time to his right. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Now we get a timeout called by the Jayhawks. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Bentley. Reels it in. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Kansas will take a timeout. That's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the tight end. Now the Jayhawks have exhausted their complement of timeouts. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Fires quickly. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The Sooners will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown Sooners! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Deep in the end zone, it's Maddox. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got...
And the sack all the way back at the 5. The Jayhawks are in the hurry-up.
As an offense, you've got to know at this part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
Complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. How about the big tight end keeping his concentration off that deflection?
And a lot of times you see those contested catches, but the deflected catches, those are just good bounces. Nice job by the big fella, continue to concentrate and see the football, but a nice break for that thing to bounce right to it.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Left side, it's Sims. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. Going for 6. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
Looking downfield, it's Bentley. They're working that left side. Across the 25, he's got room. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Couldn't make the grab in the end zone, but this flag looks as if it'll be on the defense. Just a gut-wrenching way to finish for this defense. A penalty, eliminating all hope, and this one is going to go in the books. After this, it'll be a wrap. Marches ahead. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Maddox. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. All business.